This workout has 3 circuits in it. Each circuit contains 3 different exercises. Each circuit will be performed 2 times. You'll go through each circuit 2 times without resting, and then you'll take rest to set up the next circuit. For the warm-up, do 5 minutes of easy to moderate on a bike, treadmill, or elliptical. You can also do light body weight movements like we've done in previous videos. Either way, do about 5 minutes, just enough to get your blood pumping, get you breathing heavy, and sweating just a little bit. The 3 exercises in this first circuit are squats, single leg squats, and V-ups. You're going to do the squats 8 times. You'll do 10 reps of the single leg squats. You'll do 10 on each leg. And then the V-ups you're going to perform 20 reps of. In this circuit, you will start a different person at each station and rotate in order without resting. Make multiples of each station if you have more than 3 people. You'll rotate through these without resting between stations, and going in order is very important. You're going to start with the squat, which will be the primary exercise, the single leg squat, which will be your stability exercise, and the V-up will essentially be your rest period for your legs. To get started, we're going to do some warm-up. Before we do the real weight on the squats, we're going to grab a light weight, either body weight or just the empty bar, to run through the squat motion. We're going to run through this 10 to 20 times. That'll get the ankles, knees, and hips ready to move. That'll get the blood pumping through the thighs, and you'll be ready to go. So we're going to do this 2 times. We're going to do a light one, and then we're going to do a medium one. Here you see Emily's throwing on a little bit more weight here. This is a medium weight warm-up to kind of get the legs not only more warmed up, but it's starting to stimulate the nerves that control the muscles to tell them, hey, we're about to lift some heavy weight. Okay, here's the real deal. This is the first set of squats. We're going to go through 8 reps here. We're going to go through it 2 times. So here you need to pick out a weight that's challenging enough to push you through 8 reps, but light enough where you can perform it with good range of motion and good form. Good luck on this one. Here you're looking at exercise number 2. This is the single leg squat. You'll notice that I'm standing on a Bosu ball here, which adds just a little bit more challenge to balancing on the one leg and doing a squat. The idea here is that I keep my knee pointing straight with my toe, and I sit straight back, getting my hips back so that I'm using my glutes to stabilize my knee to keep it nice and straight. I'm going to perform 10 on each leg with control. I go as low as I can, but while maintaining good ankle, knee, and hip alignment. So you might want to try this just standing on the floor rather than using a balance device first. You may even want to put your hand on the squat rack to assist yourself in balancing while you're trying to do this exercise for the first time. Here on exercise number 3, we're going to do a weighted V-up. So on this, you can use anywhere from like 4 pounds all the way to, you can see here there's a 45-pound plate in my hands. And the idea is I'm straightening out flat to the floor. I touch the floor, and then I bring both my feet and my hands up in the center at the same time, and I elevate my shoulders to reach towards the center. Breathing out as I go up and breathing in as I go down. I'm going to perform 20 reps of the V-up. In the second circuit, we're going to work our pushing muscles. So this time we're going to do, first exercise will be bench press. We're going to do that 8 times. We'll do Fitball 1-arm presses. We'll do 8 of those on each arm. And we'll also do reverse crunches, 15 of those. For the bench press, we will also do a warm-up like we did on the squat. So we'll start with a light weight, like the empty bar, and go through 10 to 20 reps of these just to get the shoulders ready to roll and get our body used to the motion. Okay, let's get the bench presses started. We're going to do 8 reps of this. Again, like the squat, you're going to pick out a weight that is challenging, but it's also light enough where you can do full range of motion with good form. So here, we're going to do 8 of them before we move on to our Fitball one-arm presses. Okay, Fitball one-arm press. You're going to do 8 on each arm. Here you're going to pick a weight that again is challenging to do the 8 on each arm, but that you can do with good form. Remember, you're coming straight from the barbell bench press to the one-arm press here, so this is going to be a little bit lighter than you think it needs to be. The key is locking your body in, keeping everything still, and not letting that ball move around while you press the heavy weight on the one side. 8 on each side, and then we'll move on to our reverse crunches. The third exercise in this circuit is the reverse crunch. We're going to do 15 of them. Now there are several options here to make this one more challenging. To start with, you would start off the floor without any weight, so you're on a flat surface. The next step would be put a light medicine ball between your knees and try it from the floor. Then the next step from there is like what you see JR doing here in this video. He's got a 20-pound medicine ball between his knees and doing the reverse crunch where he taps his toes on the floor gently and then tries to bring his knees all the way to his elbows. As he brings the knees up, he exhales as those knees come to the elbows. Everybody's back will have a different range of motion, so don't necessarily expect your knees to touch your elbows. In this third and final circuit, we've got 3 exercises again. We're going to do T-bar rows, YT cobras, and medicine ball side tosses. The T-bar rows, we're going to do 12 of those. YT cobras, we're going to do 10 at each station. And the side toss, we're going to do 15 of them on each side. Here you see the T-bar row, and Jones is going to do a warm-up set here. You can see that the bar is just shoved into a corner, a solid corner where it can't do damage to the wall. In the corner of a squat rack frame too, that works fine. He's starting over here by bending over at the hips, and his back is perfectly straight. So this looks like he may be bent at the back, but it is definitely from the hips. In this clip right here, he's just throwing on a little bit more weight, so it's a little bit more of a warm-up. And really, doing plenty of warm-up here, get your spine used to holding that position so that you can lock in when you got the heavy weight on there. On this exercise, you're also going to pick a weight that's challenging, but that's light enough that you can maintain good form and good range of motion. We're going to go with 12 reps on this one instead of 8. That way we stay light enough that we keep our lower back happy and we use our legs to hold ourselves in position. Here you see Jones doing the actual first set. Notice that he tries to maintain good control. I recommend trying to do these slower rather than faster so that you can maintain a nice straight back while rowing the weight back as far as you can. Here is the YT Cobra. In the YT Cobra, you're going to perform 10 repetitions of each station. In the Y, your arms are going to be straight, your palms are off the floor. You go Y to T to Cobra. You're going to hold each station for about 1 second before moving to the next. Make sure, again, your palms face the floor the whole way, and try not to let your fingers touch the floor as you do this. Here you have the medicine ball side toss. If you don't have a masonry wall to throw a medicine ball against, use a band and do a torso twist doing the same motion, twisting your ribs over your hips, trying to leave your hips still while your ribs rotate. You're going to do 15 rotations on each side. Try to explosively turn into the resistance and come back with control. If you're using the medicine ball, the ball returning will be your control part. Throwing the ball into the wall will be your ballistic explosive part. Here comes the bonus. On this part, this is for extra credit. you and all your workout partners line up in a plank position. Partner number 1 starts out by doing 30 bicycle crunches. When he or she finishes, they flip back over into a plank, and then partner number 2 starts 30 bicycle crunches. When they finish, it goes on to partner number 3, so on and so forth. When it gets to the last partner, it goes back to partner 1. You do this until you can't anymore, and you'll go until there's only one person left standing. So watch this video. This video actually ends up going on for about 6 minutes while the athletes compete for who can hold the plank the longest while doing bicycle crunches, which is essentially the rest in this circuit right here. This is kind of a fun one. Challenge your workout partners and see what you can do.